Thank you, Madam Chair. And I want to thank Secretary Menzies for being here and for the work that you've been doing in your acting capacity. A couple of items I'm going to follow up on. You've commented on. First is the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. As you're aware, I have legislation, bipartisan in both the Senate and the House, that would provide both funding and authorization to purchase oil for the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. Do you support that legislation? And are there any other aspects to it that you think should be included?
Well, thank you for that question. Really, thank you for your leadership on this and your willingness to introduce and pursue bipartisan support of this. This bill, were it to be enacted, would provide us with the sufficient revenues that we needed to be able to purchase oil and put it into the Strategic Petroleum Reserve from the U.S. producers, which is what our goal is.
Also, 45Q is something that you've been working on. As you know, I've been working on it as well. Please address the importance of getting the rule in place for 45Q.
Well, thank you for that opportunity. As I mentioned before, this is a great opportunity right now to unleash the capital that can take advantage of these tax credits to develop and put in place economical carbon capture technologies to capture the carbon, process it, and put it in either permanent storage or for use for enhanced oil recovery. We've been working very diligently, as you know, with the IRS, with the Department of Treasury, and with OMB to ensure that we can get this rule out. It's our understanding that it's forthcoming, and we're looking forward to that release.
Do you feel that projects like Project Tundra and the P-Corps, the partnership relationships that you have with institutions of our higher education system, like the University of North Dakota Energy Environmental Research Center, do you think those are important tools for you to continue to develop carbon capture and sequestration, and do you support them?
Well, we do. Indeed, they are key. It's a great relationship to be able to have with our universities. We're particularly pleased with the one that we have been having for years in North Dakota. You had mentioned the CCUS, but there's also other technological advances and research that can be done there with Project Tundra and with the Energy and Environment Research Council up there. You have unique geologic formations there in North Dakota, for example, and I think the work together with that university and with that organization resulted in North Dakota being able to be at the forefront of the unconventional shale play.
Are you concerned about early closure of critical baseload assets and the impact that it will have on reliability and resiliency of the grid? And what are some of the things you think we can and should do to address it?
Well, thank you for that question. Indeed, we are concerned about the premature closing of baseload units, whether it's nuclear, whether it's coal, even natural gas has been closing, in part because, of some of the pricing mechanisms that have been in place. Certainly under the leadership of Chairman Neil Chatterjee at FERC, he has attempted to address some of these inequities, if you will, in the market formation in certain ISOs and RTOs around the country. And so we've been working in support of that to get policies in place to ensure that the actual cost of providing electricity is reflected in the cost and that all types of fuels would be treated equally when it comes to pricing.
Thank you, Secretary Menzies. I appreciate your work and look forward to working with you. And with that, I yield back the balance of my time.
Thank you.